Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Eugenie Sage.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pleased to take a call on Schedule 1 of the Appropriations Bill, page 10. Vote Canterbury earthquake recovery totals over $90 million. And as the Finance and Expenditure Select Committee reports notes, this is a substantial reduction on previous appropriations, as most of the demolition costs and purchases of the red zone properties were funded over the past 2 years. But, Mr. Speaker, $42.5 million of that $90 million is funding to support SERA in planning and facilitating the city's recovery and for policy advice. And quite a chunk of that money in the last year's appropriation, Mr. Chair, has obviously gone into the blueprint document which was released earlier this week. And I'd like to congratulate the Minister and the Central City Development Unit team of SERA for many of the concepts that are in that blueprint. The frame on the south and east of the city to contain a much more compact central core is a very good idea, as is the potential for more intensive development in that area to make Christchurch a more compact city and to reduce urban sprawl. The Otakaro Avon River Park is narrower than some of us would like at the moment, but that's a welcome concept, as is the proposal to improve water quality in the river. And there's very welcome recognition of Ngāi Tahu and its heritage in Ototahi. So certainly the team deserve congratulations for the hard work that they have put in. But, Mr. Chair, one of the key principles in the recovery plan is to listen to the people. Whakarango ki te tangata. And that is based on the very innovative consultation exercise that the City Council did in Share an Idea. So SERA needs to continue that theme of listening to the people. People in Christchurch have a strong voice. They want it to be one that SERA listens to, not just in developing the recovery plan, but also in implementing it. And where concerns have arisen have been in SERA's very hasty demolition of a number of heritage buildings, the way in which it issues Section 38 notices. That needs to be followed up. We need a recovery strategy for heritage that is supposed to have been produced but hasn't been. Then there's the issue of the public being shut out of decisions around heritage buildings. But, Mr. Speaker, there's also a concern that the public is likely to be shut out of decisions around buildings and facilities in the heart of the city, because the recovery plan provides that where buildings breach those development standards in the plan in relation to matters that are quite fundamental for the amenity of the city, like recession planes and the amount of sunlight, that those resource consents are only restricted discretionary, non-notified activities, so there won't be a chance for public input. Another key issue, Mr. Chair, is several of the civic facilities that are proposed in SERA's blueprint are much bigger and more expensive potentially than those proposed by the Christchurch City Council in its annual plan and long-term plan. So that raises the fundamental issue of who's going to make the decisions on the affordability and the scale of some of these civic facilities, the City Council or SERA and government. Because, Mr. Chair, the Christchurch City Council's long-term plan provides, for example, for a 21,000 square metre convention centre at a cost of $205 million plus inflation, but the blueprint provides for a bigger facility of 24,000 square metres. The Christchurch City Council in its plan has a preference for retaining the iconic Town Hall and the outstanding acoustic qualities of the auditorium in the Town Hall. Yet the blueprint maps show that the Town Hall is demolished and that area is completely green. So, Mr. Chair, the Christchurch City Council and the people of Christchurch need to have a say in the funding of these facilities and whether we're going to get the big, shiny facilities proposed in the blueprint or something that is more affordable. And today's press reports that there have been discussions between the Christchurch City Council staff and SERA about the Council contributing another $155 million for new projects in the central city. That would bring the Council's contribution to more than $787 million. So, Mr. Chair, I assume that the Minister and SERA will encourage the councillors, on behalf of the people of Christchurch, to decide whether that $155 million should be provided and whether
Order.
councillors should make that decision. Thank you.
The question is that vote Canterbury earthquake stand part of the schedule. Those who have that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question